Hey everybody! We're back! It's Fast Facts Live! It's almost December! That's why there's the Christmas background behind me. Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. We're happy you're here, and we're ready for some more trivia. 25 and another question. That makes 26. Or as Spotify would put it, 25 and just a little something extra. Questions here. I'm Dan O'Keefe, but you already knew that. You're all regulars here. And yeah, sorry that we had to take a unplanned break the week before Thanksgiving. The man who makes the show run was busy. I say that like he's God. Functionally for the show he is. And he's here. He's Tom. Hi, God. That's sacrilegious.
Hello, my child.
Oh, hey there. How's it going?
It's going.
That is Midwest for I am on the edge. I am so close.
I'm on the edge of something. I'm still coming up on it. We'll figure that out.
I'm on the edge of a rock and a kettle.
I don't follow.
I mixed up the metaphors. Rock in a hard place. Pot calling the kettle black. On the edge.
Between
Man.
a rock and a kettle?
Yeah. Just combine them. Combine.
I think you spent too much time on a spreadsheet today.
I did. I spent a lot of time working on a spreadsheet for fun today. And you all have to deal with the results of that. I can't show you the spreadsheet, but I can write all of my questions based around that spreadsheet.
He did.
I did, 100%. You get nothing but jazz from me. But not, actually there's no jazz there. Anyway, we have rules. Here they are.
Hello, I'm Charty. Welcome to Fast Facts Live. Here's how to play. There will be 5 rounds of 5 questions each. You will have 20 seconds to answer each question. You must submit an answer for every question. If you don't know an answer, take a guess. After each round, Charty Bot will ask you if you want to double or nothing. You can only use it on 1 round per game. If you got all of the questions correct, you will earn twice as many points. If you got at least 1 question wrong, you will earn 0 points for the entire round. You will wager between 0 and 10 points for the Hail Mary question at the end of the game. If you answer correctly, you will earn the amount you wagered, and if you answer incorrectly, you will lose that amount. A tiebreaker question will be asked to everyone at the end of the game. Answers to this question will only determine the winner if teams are tied for first place. Don't cheat, think fast, and have fun. Good luck, let's begin.
I've never watched the middle of that video before right now, and that is blindingly white. It's like a flashbang, in case you're planning on cheating.
Dan, you're supposed to be on my side here.
I am on your. I'm not. I mean that as a positive. It is positively blindingly white.
Okay.
2 adverbs right next to each other. We have a bunch of teams. Here are your names. I'm gonna look over this way now. We've got Boomer Won't Eat His Dinner, Keith and Thelma's California Cool Parents, Tarzan's Boys, Old Laptop Gang, 20% of a Lollipop Stick, Jomo's Mojo, In a Rush, Saturn's Moon's Skull, The King's Peach, and Gus Keeps Eating Things We Don't Want Him to. Sounds like Gus and Boomer should meet up with each other and share a few tips and tricks on how to both eat and stop eating things. Pause for laughter.
Remember that?
All right, that's everyone.
Remember that season where we actually had sound effects?
I do, and we use them like thrice.
Yeah. Well, now you have like a thing in front of you with buttons. We could put sound effects on that.
I just need one button, and I just need it to be the
Applause.
Wilhelm scream.
Oh, okay.
I hear the laughter and applause myself. I don't need external value. It's all internal.
You should see it down.
I like my own tweets.
Okay.
Let's get into the game. Let's start off with round number 1. It's today, but in the past. On this day. Question number 1. On this day in 1934, the LNER Class A3-4472, which are my sleeper agent trigger words, Flying Scotsman becomes the first of what type of machine to reach 100 miles per hour? You have 20 seconds. Question number 2. In 1954, the only confirmed case of what kind of object coming from space and actually striking a human occurred on this day. 20 seconds. Question number 3. In 1982, Michael Jackson releases what album, which would go on to become the best-selling album of all time on this day? 20 seconds. Hey, guess what? On this day in 1995, what military operation officially ended? And number 5. In 2018, what former president of the United States passes away on this day, November 30th? That is it for round number 1. Double or nothing if you were hit by something on this day in 1954. It doesn't need to be, well, you all answered the question. It doesn't need to be a meteorite, but maybe you were hit by a wasp in 1954. Actually, I don't know if any of you were alive in 1954. If you are, thank you for playing. If you were, thank you for playing. If you are alive in 1954, how are you on the internet? What is time? I don't know. Let's move on to round number 2. Round number 2 is the reason I spent so long working on a spreadsheet today. It's My Spotify Wrapped. Every year, Spotify puts out a summary of your listening year on Spotify. And included in that is a 100-song playlist this year with one fun extra song that I deleted. They send out this playlist, and every year since 2016, I have put the information on that playlist into a spreadsheet and tracked the changes of the songs that I listened to over the years. And now, 7 years in, I've got a pretty good collection of stuff to work off of. Wait, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Dan, we lost your mic because you hit your mic and it unplugged. Nope. Yep, now you're back. You're back. Okay. Okay. Now I have to entertain the people while you mess with the microphone? Wow. Okay. Check your settings. There you go. Can you speak?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Can you
You're
hear me?
back.
There we go. Anyway, I've rambled enough. I have 7 years of data to go off of, so I took all these questions from this year's Spotify. Someday I'll share the spreadsheet somewhere. You'll see it. I believe in you. Question number 1. Metric's song The Shade was my most popular song of the year, most played song of the year. Their most streamed song on Spotify, though, is Black Sheep, which was covered by Brie Larson in what 2010 comic book film adaptation? 20 seconds. Question number 2. Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush made my and many other people's list this year, likely due to the song's use in what Netflix show? Number 3. For the second year in a row, my top artist, according to Spotify, was Tegan and Sara. Also, my top artist, according to my heart, and the shirt I'm wearing. A show based off their memoir High School currently streams on what no-cost streaming service? Question 4. There are 2 versions of the song Wolf Like Me in my top 100 this year. What's the binomial or scientific, I didn't write scientific right, name for wolf? 20 seconds. And the last question of this round. The 1986 Ramones song Bonzo Goes to Bitburg made my top 10. It's actually number 7. Based on then current events, what public figure are they referring to as the titular Bonzo? 20 seconds. And that is it for this round. Double or nothing. If you also make a spreadsheet of your Spotify listening habits and you need to seek professional help, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have no more questions about my Spotify. I promise you. There's nothing else like this coming on. What? Anyway, enjoy the break. Hey, we're back, and I'm proud of the 50% of you that know Latin. I have full faith that you all know Latin. Let's go over the answers for rounds 1 and 2. Starting off, round 1 on this day. On this day in 1934, this thing becomes the first of what type of machine to reach 100 miles per hour? It was the first train, steam locomotive, to reach 100 miles per hour. Question 2. On this day in 1954, the only confirmed case of what kind of object coming from space and actually striking a human occurs? Specifically a meteorite. If a full meteor struck a human, it would also take out, well, probably like Tucson. All of Tucson. If an asteroid struck a human, it would take out all. Question number 3. In 1982, Michael Jackson releases Thriller, which is the best-selling album of all time. Question 4. In 1995, Operation Desert Storm ended. And on this day in 2018, former President George H.W. Bush passes away. Moving on to round 2, my Spotify. The Shade is my most played song this year. Metric's most streamed song on Spotify is Black Sheep, which was covered by Brie Larson in the 2010 film Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Question 2. Run Up That Hill was made famous. You all got this one right. It's Stranger Things. Good job. Question 3. For the second year in a row, my top artist was Tegan and Sarah, a show based on their memoir High School. Currently airs and streams on what free network, service, whatever you want to call it. It's called Freevee. It was formerly called IMDb TV, but it is a Freevee original. That's the name they chose. Question 4. Two versions of Wolf Like Me, the original version by TV on the Radio and a cover version by Local H, are on my top 100. The binomial name for wolf is Canis lupus. I don't know. Canis? And question number 5. The 1986 song Bonzo Goes to Bitburg by the Ramones is in my top 10. Based on current events, the Bonzo they're referring to is Ronald Reagan, based off of his film Bonzo, Bedtime for Bonzo, which he starred in with a monkey. Let's move on to round number 3. Round number 3, Vancouver rules. Cleveland rocks. Vancouver rules. Toronto drools. Question 1, what province is Vancouver in? Ya hosers, 20 seconds. Question number 2. Beginning in 2007, what severed body part began washing up on the coast of Vancouver? Ooh. Question number 3. Vancouver roommates square off against zealous fans and each other in a satirical take on what long-running TV show? Question number 4. Vancouver is the design philosophy behind the city's what? Vancouverism. City's what? 20 seconds. And question number 5. What year did Vancouver host the Winter Olympics? That is it for round number 3. Double or nothing if you're Canadian. If you are, go Canucks. Let's move on to round number 4. And like I promised you, there's no more rounds about my Spotify. Just kidding. More. My Spotify Wrapped once more. You thought we were done? We're never done. Next week, every round's gonna be about my Spotify Wrapped, and that's a threat! Let's move on to question number 1. On my list this year was Jungle Boy by Baltimora, which is the entrance theme for pro wrestler Jungle Boy, who was the son of what late Beverly Hills 90210 actor? I wrote the question wrong. The song is Tarzan Boy, not Jungle Boy. So anyway, who is Jungle Boy the son of? 20 seconds. Question number 2. I heard my 26th most played song this year, Ease My Mind by The Fame, as bumper music during a Sunday night football broadcast. Who is the current play-by-play commentator for these broadcasts? Don't read that. 20 seconds. I just feel like I need to let you know that Spotify emailed me 20 minutes ago that my 2022 Spotify Wrapped has arrived. Oh, my sweet summer child, I already knew. Question number 3. The NSYNC hit It's Gonna Be Me was my 100th most listened to song this year. Justin Timberlake and JC Chazé were both cast members on what television revival before joining the group? 20 seconds. Question number 4. My 77th most played song this year was Easy Lover by Phil Collins and what current Earth, Wind & Fire lead vocalist? 20 seconds. And this is actually the last song about my Spotify. What country is Spotify headquartered in? It's not even about mine. It's about everyone's. Oh, hey, that was 20 seconds. That went by faster than I thought it would. Anyway, that's it for the round Double or Nothing. If you have your own streaming service that we all should join, if you do, you should pay artists more than 12 millionths of a cent per stream. There's a baby! Hello, Thelma. That is Tom's niece, Thelma. You are on mute, Tom, so no one can hear you. But that
I know,
is...
I was speaking baby talk. Hey, Thelma, look! There's Dan. You met Dan like a year ago.
Look at her! Look at her! She's so big!
She's very tired. She just woke
She
up.
is so confused.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you want to stand up? You want to do your standing? See how you can stand up. Oh. Yeah. Now you're being. Up until
We're gonna
that
take
moment.
a break.
Up until
gonna
that
take a-
moment, she was crying, insane, and it was like, oh yeah, no, here.
Here,
And then
this is the one moment.
this is the
one
one
time.
moment. Yeah,
one time.
She's not very happy right now.
Oh well. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back. Hey, we're back. Before we move on, are you looking for a place to buy gifts for the holidays? There's no better place than shop.wearecreativeland.com. It's your one-stop shop for Fast Facts Live merchandise, like hats and shirts and full zip hoodies. That is shop.wearecreativeland.com. Other ways you can support us, though. Patreon.com/FastFactsLive. There's a tip jar and ChartyBot. Or just follow us on social media at FastFactsLive. We will be back next week with a new episode, barring any unforeseen cancellations, but it is planned. And there is a new episode of In Conclusion coming out tomorrow. We're talking about Meet the Fockers. Fuck. There's an O there. No swearing here. This is a family show, damn it. Let's go over the answers for rounds 3 and 4. Starting off with round number 3. Vancouver rules. What province is Vancouver in? It's Vancouver, British Columbia. Question 2. Beginning 2007, what severed body part began washing up on the coast of Vancouver? Heads, shoulders, knees, and toes, but the feet. Feet! That's no small feat. Question number 3. Vancouver roommates square off against zealous fans and each other in a satirical take on what long-running TV show? The answer is The Real World. Tom, do you want to explain this question?
Not particularly.
Okay.
No, there's the Real World, The Lost season, and it's a movie. So I should have put in there. We're looking for it's the movie that is a satirical take on the long-running TV show.
Ah, there you go. Clear up confusion after the fact. Question number 4. Vancouverism is the design philosophy behind the city's what? That is their urban planning philosophy. Question 5. What year did Vancouver host the Winter Olympics? You remember it was 2010. At the time, the lowest watched Olympic Games in history, surpassed by every Olympic Games since. Let's move on to round number 4. My Spotify Wrapped once more. Look at not Ronald Reagan, that's Richard Nixon. Look at Richard Nixon laughing. He's so happy. Behind this screen where I am right now, is former California Governor and Supreme Court Justice Earl Warren. So that's a bonus fun fact for you. Totally unrelated to the round. Question 1 on my list this year was Tarzan Boy by Baltimora, which is the entrance theme for pro wrestler Jungle Boy, who's the son of what late Beverly Hills 90210 actor? Jungle Boy Jack Perry, son of Luke Perry. Ease My Mind by The Fame, I heard as bumper music during a Sunday Night Football broadcast, who's the current play-by-play commentator for these broadcasts. For years, it was Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth. But Al Michaels, for years it was Al Michaels and John Madden, and then Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth, but Amazon poached him for Thursday Night Football, which means that the color commentator now is Mike Tirico, but Chris Collinsworth is still there. Question 3. It's Gonna Be Me, May, are you happy, Tom? Was the 100th song on my list this year. Timberlake and JC Chazé were both cast members on what television revival prior to joining the group? The all-new Mickey Mouse Club. We accepted the Mickey Mouse Club on Disney Channel. 77th most played song this year was Easy Lover by Phil Collins and Philip Bailey. It's actually a Philip Bailey song. It's on his album Chinese Wall. Question 5. Spotify is headquartered in Sweden. Zaza Swedes! So on to round number 5. It's a toss-up. It could be anything. It's this. Question number 1. Dove Charney is the founder of American Apparel, which manufactured all its clothing in what U.S. city? 20 seconds. Question number 2. What's the term used for a person who plays the lute? Question number 3. Steve Martin and Martin Short are set to host Saturday Night Live together. True or false? This is the first time more than one person is the host at the same time. 20 seconds. Question number 4. What food item was added to the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage List today, to the delight of all lovers of Michael Clayton? 20 seconds. And question number 5. The Canadian Football League Championship Trophy is called the what? 20 seconds. That is it for our toss-up round, double or nothing, if you played in the Canadian Football League. No one else should double or nothing. Only professional Canadian football players. The sport is American football. Professional Canadian American football players. Professional American football players who played in the Canadian Football League. Anyway, it's time for the Hail Mary question. You can bet between 0 and 10 points. If you want a category, it's... Ooh. Yeah, it's sports. The category is sports. Good luck with your bets, but the category, once again, is sports. And as we said, we will be back next week. Same fact time, same fact channel. We plan on having episodes next week, the week after, and maybe even the week after that. I don't know. That was getting close. We're just waiting on one. Tom, can you yell at them to put their wager in? There we go. Tom is literally broadcasting from the house of the first place team, which begs the question, is it collusion?
Yes.
And here's the Hail Mary question. Both Derrick Rose and Penny Hardaway attended what college originally known as the West Tennessee Normal School? 20 seconds. Just in case of a tie, here's the tiebreaker question. How many career points did Penny Hardaway score in the NBA? Hi, Tom. Bye, Tom. 20 seconds. That's it! Those are all the questions. All that's left are the answers. We're going to take one final break, tally up the scores, and figure out who won! So don't go anywhere. Hey, we're back. Guess who won? We know. And now it's time for you to know. But first, the answers for the toss-up round. Question number 1. Dov Charney is the founder of American Apparel, which manufactured all of its clothing in what U.S. city? Los Angeles. After the failure of American Apparel, he founded a company called Los Angeles Apparel, which is basically the same thing. Question 2. What's the term for a person who plays the lute? It's not a lutist. It's not a loudist. Been to a ludist beach before. No, it is a lutenist. Who would have thunk? Question 3. Steve Martin and Martin Short are set to host Saturday Night Live together. True or false? This is the first time there have been double hosts. Multiple people as host. Incorrect. That is false. You all got that right. First double host was actually in 1976. I don't know who it was Dudley Moore and somebody else whose name I'm forgetting. Peter something. Question 4. What food item was added to the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage List today? The French baguette? Mais oui. And question 5. The Canadian Football League Championship trophy is called the what? It is called the Grey Cup. Or Hail Mary question. 40% of you got this right. I'm proud of you. Both Derrick Rose and Penny Hardaway attended what college, originally known as the West Tennessee Normal School? Think of a city in West Tennessee. There's one. It's Memphis. It's the University of Memphis. Memphis University. And didn't need a tiebreaker, but tiebreaker, how many career points did Penny Hardaway score in the NBA? He scored 10,684 points over his about 12-year career. Anyway, that's it. Let's see who won. Let's start with the scores. First in 10th place with -3 points. We have Boomer Won't Eat His Dinner. In 9th place with 4 points, we have the King's Peach. In 8th place with 8 points, I love when that happens, Saturn's Moon Skull. It's odd that keeps happening, that we have the place and the number together, but I love it. In 7th place, in 6th place, we have a tie between 20% of a Lollipop Stick and Old Laptop Gang, both with 18 points. In 5th place, Jomo's Mojo has 20 points. In a tie for 3rd, we have In a Rush and Tarzan's Boys, both with 25 points. In 2nd place, No Collusion, Keith and Thelma's California Cool Parents, 29 points. He's in 1st place with 31 points. Gus keeps eating things we don't want him to. Well, congratulations. Gus can now eat either an Amazon gift card, a Creative Land Shop gift card, or the official shirt of Champiosity. Congratulations to Brian and Trish, I assume, for winning this week's episode of Fast Facts Live. We will be back next week, as I said. I want to give a very special thank you to all of you for watching, for playing, all of our patrons, and the biggest thank you of Tom, of course, to Tom. The biggest thank you of Tom for producing the show.
Thank you for hosting.
You're welcome. I'm going to repeat it once again. We'll be back next week. Spread the word. Tell your friends. We want 600 teams next week.
It's a lot.
We're expecting you all to do the work for us. So, get on it. In the meantime, everybody stay safe, have fun, and get vaccinated. Bye.